It never, ever fails. Every single time we uncover something crazy going on in this country, the media comes out of the woodworks. Random politicians we've never heard of come out of the woodworks. Hell, some of you all watching this video right now that never comment on anything, you come out of the woodworks. And everyone, they band together, the media, these politicians, and these random people online, they band together and they work together to gaslight the general public into believing that these very real problems and issues don't exist at all. This happened with the Maui fires down in Lahaina. This happened with the train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. This has happened with damn near every single story I've ever covered. And now it's happening once again with this story about animal sacrifices and Haitian immigrants taking over Springfield, Ohio. And what do I do every time this happens? I don't say, hey, take my word over the word of the mainstream media. No, what I do is I sit back and I allow you all to hear from the people who live in these actual areas. I use my platform to get the word out so you all can hear from people who are actually living in these affected areas. I did the same with East Palestine, Ohio. I did the same with the Maui fires, and I'm going to do the same now. Now, I'll tell you, everything I've reported to you is 100% factual. The mainstream media knows this, these politicians know this, and you all know this sitting at home. But of course, the truth sometimes goes against the agenda that these people are pushing. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you myself that this stuff is going on, even though it is. I'm going to allow you to listen to people who live in Springfield, Ohio. I want you all to listen to them explain to you all the type of problems that they're dealing with, because there's levels to this. This goes beyond, people's pets getting eaten and sacrificed. Yeah, that's horrific. Yeah, it's happening. But there's other things happening as well, such as people are being forced out of the homes they're renting. They're being forced out of the apartments that they're renting in order to make way for this massive influx of Haitian immigrants. There's car crashes happening at alarming rates because these Haitian immigrants are given money to buy cars. They don't have a license. Some of them have never driven in their life, but now they're crashing into people's homes. They're crashing into people's cars. They just ran over and killed a little kid, I think 6 months to a year or so ago. And it's just all hell breaking loose. But like I said, instead of explaining these things, listen to someone who actually lives there, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
I'm fucking mad right now. So I just got off the insurance company. Got off the phone with the insurance company and was told that my insurance went up because of the cost of doing business in my area. I have two nice vehicles that I'm, took a loan out on. And both of the drivers, me and my wife, have good driving records. No accidents in she's never had an accident. I had an accident when I was a teenager, so it's probably been over 16 years ago I had an accident. And my insurance has gone up over $100 a month within 6 months. I pay over $420 a month for insurance for full coverage on 2 cars. They're nice looking cars. So I live in Springfield, Ohio, where the influx of Haitians are, and we have had an enormous amount of car accidents because they don't know how to drive. So now, because of that, my car insurance has gone up significantly. I might as well be taking out another car payment at this point just to cover my cars, but the government makes it so that you have to have car insurance. So I thought, I'm going to shop around and see if I can find a cheaper rate. And all of the other insurance companies have given me the same rate, if not more. So I don't have a choice. So I got to pay for another car payment, basically, for insurance, just so I can have these 2 cars that I own because people around here don't know how to fucking drive. So I asked the lady at the insurance company, I'm like, so you guys are making me pay, even though I have 2 drivers on the insurance that have never had an accident. You're making me pay because other people around here don't know how to drive? And she said, yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. She said the cost of doing business in your area has gone up exponentially, so we have to adjust for that. And I'm like, that's kind of fucked up, don't you think? And she said, yes, sir. Yeah, it's kind of messed up, and I don't agree with it, but that's just how it is. And I'm like, okay. Nothing I can fucking do about it. Not at all asking for violence against these people. I know they're probably, fleeing from something that's really terrible in their country. But somebody's responsible for busing all these people here. Places like Topre or Dole, all these different factories that we've gotten in this area that are looking for employees. So they decided they're going to bus these people over. So now they have workers that they can underpay and overwork. And these people are living good. They're getting benefits. They're making good money, and they're calling their friends and their families, sending money back home and busing more people here. We got to do something about it. 1/3 of our population is now Haitian immigrants, undocumented people. I don't know what you do about it, but the city of Springfield needs to figure it out because the people are getting pissed. I personally know someone who was pushed out of their home so that they could pack a bunch of Haitian people into this building and charge the rent more than what, a single person can afford. I know that when I go to the grocery store, sometimes I can't get groceries because they're all gone. I know that we don't have enough houses in our area for this kind of thing. Our resources are spread thin. Our police force is not adequate enough to take on all of this. The hospitals are being overloaded. We have a problem. The United States is huge. They can go anywhere. Why are they all coming here? We got to figure it out.
Now, this is just one clip. Don't worry, folks. I got dozens of more clips from people who live in Springfield, Ohio, speaking out about this. Don't worry, folks. I got hundreds of news articles that can back all of these claims, that can back that all of this stuff is happening. I've already showed you a ton of them, and we're going to be going through a lot more in future videos, because when I get pushback, when the mainstream media and random people try to pretend like the news stories that I cover are fake, I love it, because then it gives me an excuse. It inspires me to sit down and really pump out this content to really get the word spread. And I am definitely inspired right now. So I'll be doing a lot of work in the near future exposing a lot of this crazy stuff that's going on, like how I exposed what's happening in Tybee Island, Georgia. Tybee Island, Georgia has become a hot spot for animal sacrifices, and for the most part, it's being brushed under the rug. So if you think that it's only happening up north or it can only happen in places like California, no, it's happening everywhere, folks, and you can bury your head in the sand like an ostrich. You can think it's fake. You can do whatever you want until you're affected. And yes, eventually, this is going to come to your front door, your back door. Maybe it will come through your side window. Who knows? But I hope you're prepared. I hope you're prepared. Because the mainstream media isn't preparing you. They're trying to lullaby you to sleep. Oh, we live in a perfect place. Nothing to worry about here. Your pets are being sacrificed. Your daughters are being kidnapped. People are getting ran over, and terrible things are happening. But everything's okay, folks. And if you notice that it's a problem, if you call out the problem, then they flip the script and they try to make you look like the bad guy, right? So you're the bad guy for pointing out that this is happening. Meanwhile, the people sacrificing animals and doing God knows what, they're the good guys, right? And this is how the mainstream media, they've literally brainwashed people into thinking that they're the enemy. No, average everyday Americans are not the enemy in this situation. Yet you got people out here with white guilt and stuff like that think it's okay. Listen, I don't want to be viewed as a bigot, so I guess it's okay for Haitian immigrants to just take my daughter and take my pets and sacrifice them to the blood gods. And it's like, you people are lost. A lot of people are lost. A lot of Americans are lost, okay? There's no hope for them, right? You might as well sacrifice them. Sacrifice them to the Haitians the way the Haitians are sacrificing your pets. But this is a problem that's only going to get worse the more and more people we allow into these communities. And a place like Springfield, Ohio, I've explained this multiple times, the population is only like 58,000 people. So you take 20,000 people from a foreign war-torn country, 20,000 people filled with cannibals, people who practice random blood ritual voodoo shit, and you take them and you pump them into a small town in Ohio, what could go wrong? Literally everything can go wrong. Literally everything is going wrong. And the media, the politicians, and some of you all, you know who I'm talking about, y'all want us to ignore this and pretend like it's not happening so you can get a certain person elected, or you could, you know, your agenda can keep going unfazed without anyone questioning what your motives are and what the hell you're doing in this country. But listen, folks like me are going to be standing in your way. I'm not going anywhere. If something happens to this channel, I got a few more, and I'm over on X. Go follow me over there. But for now, let me know your thoughts down below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon about more stuff like this in the next one.